Welcome to Scanny TV on YouTube once again. Yes, so per confirmation coming in from Ghana Football Association, Ghana Black Stars, it is most likely we are not going to play any game again before the World Cup. And personally, I think we have to blame the GFA. See, per what GFA is doing at the moment, it is not the best. In fact, with the Black Stars and the Black Queens, I'll speak a little bit about the Black Queens in this update. So that is it. Ghana against Honduras, Ghana against Jamaica, or Ghana against DC United. Per what things or per how things are going, it is most likely not going to happen. We will check out what he has to say. I'm talking about the GFA communications director this evening. Calibrinchi has spoken concerning representing Ghana at the World Cup. Today, FIFA were also in Black Stars camp. What happened? I'll talk a little bit about it together with some few things we need to wrap it up in this particular quick update. If you have joined me, you know how we do it. Take your time always. Like the video as usual. After that, if you are new, please consider subscribing. Put us on post notification to get more updates on this channel, and also do us a favor by sharing the video so that others will come here and enjoy. I'll do my best and give a lot of shout outs, so please make sure you are with me for all these ones. So let me begin from here. Today we had FIFA integrity team. Yes, they visited the Black Stars team to actually update them about the new FIFA rules in terms of officiating as well as the integrity aspect of the game. You know, players, you don't have to involve yourself in betting or gambling or do anything. So they just basically went there to educate the Black Stars players on these things, and I'll be sharing some pictures on the screens. I brought you guys a quick update on Scanny TV Plus, so I have to also update you guys here who are yet to watch the video on that platform. So that is it. The Black Stars team was briefed on refereeing updates and sporting integrity by FIFA ahead of the World Cup in USA, Mexico, and Canada. And that is a quick one for you guys in this quick updates. Aside that, we have Calibrinchi. He's one boy that you hardly hear him speak. Michael Essien actually interviewed him about 2 minutes video. And Mike Essien was asking him, as a young boy who has been with Norgeland from your young days, right now you are going to represent Ghana. What are your thoughts? What do you have to say concerning that? He shared some few words. Let's check it out. Less than 2 minutes. After that, GFA, I'm on you tonight. Let's check this out.
And I see a picture here. You are lining up against all these boys, and I see Quieroz next to you. So which game is this? How was the feeling to be in the first 11 for your first games?
I was quite happy to play for my country, and then to also be play alongside these guys.
These guys.
Yeah.
When you guys qualify.
Yeah.
To the upcoming World Cup. How was the feeling? How was the night? Did you sleep?
Yeah, after the game I slept. But yeah, everyone was quite happy to get this qualification, and also for the country.
So can you imagine this young boy? In a few weeks he will be representing his nation, his country. What will you say to this young boy here?
Be humble, and then just do your best each and every day, and then let's listen to the elderly ones always. Yeah.
Galito.
Perfect. It's coming in from Calibrinchi and Michael Essien's convo, a beautiful but a short one for you guys to also enjoy. At some point, we have to minimize it because of copyright issues and all, because we don't own the full video ourselves. So thank you for understanding always on this platform. Now, let's talk about the Ghana Football Association. This evening, an interview was done on Joy Sports, Joy Prime. They actually held, or they had one of their sports show. That is, I'm talking about Sports Zone, which is being hosted by Tahiru Fentio, having Danny K on it, as well as all the other guys on the platform. Now, they called the Ghana Football Association spokesperson or communications director, Mr. Henry Asantuchum, and one obvious question was, we've been wanting another friendly game to play before the World Cup. Why are we not playing this one? Or we've heard report that game is cancelled, and what have you? And he said, Well, had Ghana stayed one more week in Wales or England, we were possibly going to get one top team. In fact, one top 10, one of the top 10 best teams in the world, FIFA ranked best team in the world, to play against them. But we decided to go to America because we had planned on playing one game in there, and also we want to acclimatize with the weather and everything. That one day makes sense, so I wouldn't even blame him on that. But for the GFA to say that they are not able to get that friendly game because of finances or some few things, for me, it doesn't make sense to me. Yes, that is my personal opinion. But let's listen to him. The video, as I said, this interview was done by Joy Prime. We also don't own the full video, so credit goes out to them. Let's check out these parts. After that, I'll tell you why I don't agree with anything that he said in this video.
What's been happening? What is the environment like since you guys arrived?
Well, just as you indicated, it's been very, very hot out here in the United States. Since we arrived, temperatures range between 21 and 35. I think 2 days ago we had reports that there is likely to be a thunderstorm, for which reason we had to wrap up our training and rush back to the hotel. But that's the closest we have come in terms of a raindrop or rainfall. Aside that, it's been very, very hot out here. You wake up as early as 4 a.m., sometimes 5:30, and you see the sun. And then the sun also drops very, very late. But before we arrived here, we had seen signs of this particular temperature and weather in Cardiff. Cardiff too was very, very hot. In Cardiff as well, the sun actually rises and sets odd times, so we were quite ready to get used to this particular weather even before we arrived. The only difference between what we experienced in Cardiff and what we are witnessing here is the temperature. The temperature is quite humid and the wind is quite light compared to what we saw in Cardiff. But aside that, I think now these players are used to this weather, especially those who grew up in Ghana. They are used to this weather. Those who grew up north are also used to this weather. The coach finds a way to get the right balance. Sometimes we train in the morning. Sometimes we train in the afternoon. Even before training, they have to go to the gym, do some physicals, work on their muscles, work on their body shape before we step onto the pitch to kick the ball. We have had to switch pitches as well. I think it's also part of the strategy. Our first 3 days we trained at the American University, and then yesterday we switched pitches from the American University to the BC United training ground. Today, I think he's felt that the boys need a break. So from all the intensive training we had in Cardiff to the last 4 days here in Virginia, he's decided to give them an off day today. So today the boys are free just to rest, and then they will resume training tomorrow.
Fantastic update, Henry. Thank you for that. Very comprehensive indeed. Let's get a few details, obviously. I know the FA never officially announced a friendly match, but there were, and I'm sure the FA would have wanted to play a friendly game, another one before the World Cup started. What we had picked up was that there were conversations with Jamaica, Honduras. Now we are picking up that those countries might not necessarily happen. What is the situation with lining up another friendly for this team before the World Cup itself starts?
Okay, yes, we would have loved to play another friendly after the game against Wales. You know that we confirmed the Wales game weeks ago, if not months ago. Somewhere in March, we confirmed the friendly against Wales. We also started the process of getting at least one more high-intensity friendly match. But we were thrown between getting a qualified nation or a nation that hasn't qualified for the World Cup. As of last week, if we were staying in Europe for one more week, we would have gotten one of the top 10 teams in the FIFA rankings to play. But we had already planned to fly to USA 24 hours after the game against Wales. So that friendly against one of those top teams wasn't possible. Yes, we had conversations, initial conversations. We had meetings with the leadership of the Football Association of Jamaica that I can confirm. We also had detailed conversations and engagement with our brothers from Honduras, which I can also confirm. But what did not happen is that they had their initial plans. And in times like this, teams are looking at movement of logistics, movement of players, cost implications. And once we were the ones calling for this friendly, it means all those costs would come to us. Yeah. So we began the process of getting a favorable venue or favorable stadium for the game. We succeeded in getting one. We would have actually used the DC United Stadium for this friendly. Then I think a few days later, we were told by one of them that they were playing a game against Brazil. And so they needed to think through it again before they come back to us. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm the friendly because of some challenges. We had to inform the technical team, i.e. the head coach, to see what we could do immediately. He needed time to think about it. As we speak, there is nothing on the table. The coach wants to focus on training for now. In the coming days, if there is anything to do regarding another game, we will announce. But at this moment, it doesn't look likely.
Oh. I mean, that is very interesting. But you mentioned the fact that you had already secured a DC United venue. Would it has the possibility of securing maybe the club itself and their players to play the game in their stadium? Hasn't that come up in any of the conversations?
Well, officially, no. I was having a chat with a friend this afternoon who mentioned that maybe we could speak to DC United. But Finto, they've been on break for quite some time because the Football Federation of USA decided to finish their league on time so that players can, first of all, join their respective countries, those who have been called up by their countries, and then others can also go on holidays because they needed to make training centers, training venues, and other logistics or facilities available to FIFA for the World Cup. So they may not be in an organized situation or condition at this point, and so we haven't considered that yet.
Okay. So that is coming in from Mr. Henry Asante-Twum concerning the friendly match that possibly Ghana Black Stars will be playing before the World Cup. And per how he said it, if you guys actually heard him right, he said, at the moment, it is a big no. That's how he said it all. He said that at the moment, it's a big no. So, at the moment, there, we are not expecting to play any game. And today is 8. As of the date I'm recording the video, today is 8. Tomorrow is 9th. Tomorrow is when we were expected to play against Honduras. Then the next day, Wednesday, 10th. Wednesday is when Ghana will actually, or they will have a send-off party for the team in Virginia. And they will depart on 11th to Rhode Island. So basically, if you are departing on Wednesday, and as of now, we don't even know the game to play, then I don't know when we are going to have that friendly match to play. Because if we arrive 11th, by 15th, we are moving from Rhode Island to Toronto, Canada, to go and prepare for the game on the 17th. So it means that Ghana, basically, we are not going to play any friendly game. And the reason why I'm saying I'll blame the Ghana Football Association for this is, per how Mr. Henry was speaking, he said, if you are going to actually play a team like that, you have to take care of their costs and everything. And ask yourself, when was the last time that Ghana and Kazangasa we even hosted a friendly match? The last time Ghana, we actually paid a country to play against. Usually, we've been going outside. We've been traveling, Australia, we've gone to Japan, we've gone to South Korea, we've gone to Germany, we've gone to here. So how much? Like, can't you just arrange for a game for the coach? Because the coach wanted it clearly. If you listen to what he said they have to now come and talk to the coach. The coach clearly needed this game to prepare his team very well for the World Cup. But you guys have disappointed him. And that is the honest truth. You've disappointed the coach. because we were hearing Honduras. Later, Jamaica, beg your pardon, Jamaica. It didn't happen again. Then I was even hearing DC United. According to him, DC United credit, they've given them breaks, so their players will actually be on holidays or something, and they will definitely not get the fitness or even the whole team to come and play the game. So basically, it is ruled out. And right now, we are just training to go and play against Panama. For me, I'm hopeful we can win that game, but it will make the match very difficult for the coach because we only had one preparatory game, and it is not the best. It is not the best at all. GFA cannot arrange a friendly game for the Black Stars. Wow. Well, now to the Black Queens, a little bit to the Black Queens. You know, this international break for the women's national team, they are on international break as I'm speaking with you. They are now done. So next weekend, they will be joining their club size. Or this week now, they will be joining the club size. And Ghana, we were expected to participate in a 3-nation tournament in Tanzania. It was going to be Tanzania, Ghana, Malawi. But we didn't go. We pulled out. For people are saying it is due to health concerns and a whole lot of issues. But even if we are not able to play against these top nations, couldn't we arrange for any national team to play against them? But we allowed the team to camp in Ghana here, played against some Pemdakwan ladies. For them, they are quite good. And today, the ladies played against under 15 boys at Accra Sports Stadium. Under 15 boys, so. And I saw in a video where the coach said that he wasn't too much excited with the matches that we played. He would have loved to play with the national team because we are preparing for the women's AFCON. That's going to happen in July. And after this international break, we don't have any international break again. The only one we will get is when the team will assemble for the AFCON. Even the time that the AFCON will be played, at that time, most of the women's league across the Europe or across the globe, they will be playing. So it is not all the leagues that they will break the players to join the national team. So for you even to get the full squad, it will just take less than 1 week for the tournament to begin before you get your full house. How many matches can you play before that tournament to begin in Morocco? Are we setting up the coach to go and fail and later on we will come and complain? GFA is not doing the best for us at all. Because looking at how the Black Queens performed in the last women's AFCON, I was expecting them to play high profile. Look at Nigeria, they played 2 matches against Senegal. Last time Ghana, we played some top matches and it helped us. Why are we now playing against under 15 boys? And also playing against some Pemdakwan ladies? Why we have some women national teams across Africa? Even if we can't go to Europe and others, unless we get invited, we cannot even invite them. The last time we were playing the friendly matches, if you guys can recall, we traveled to Senegal, we traveled to Ivory Coast. Like, those countries would rather be inviting us. So we can invite a country and play against them. Can't we do that thing? Can't we do it? Oh, bro, like how? Look at the number of sponsorships we've gotten ahead of this World Cup. Sponsorship. Jack Motors, this, that. I don't even want to mention their names and give their credit. MTN, the biggest. So all these monies, can't they just use some portion to prepare the team very well? Or they are expecting the government to finance it before we can play a friendly match? Charlie, media, I've given up. I've basically given up on this FA. Guys, I'll end here. Let me give some shout outs because I was boiling, but just that we are entering into the night, so I cannot really shout like that. But it is very, very pathetic. It's very, very sad. Gregory Mike Faris, I've seen you. Dan JFX, thank you for commenting first under the last video. Dan, I appreciate you. Kwame Dujenfi, you also here. Kingsley Bento, I've seen your comment. Afum DES, Afum Des, thank you. Elijah Nana Santi, I've seen you. Baba Ojaki, thank you so much for your comment. Peter Iboko, you also here. Thank you, Peter. John AJ, I've seen your comment. Napoleon Intifuni, thank you so much. Napoleon PK, thank you. Jawa Benzi, I appreciate you a lot. Then Philip Ada, you also on this channel. Abdul Majid, thank you so much. Abdul Frank Adipo is also here. Doku Khadija, thank you so much. Prince Boatin, you're also here. Ohene Ba Sniper, thank you, Ohene Ba. Christian Amwa, thank you so much, Christian. Ima 8485, Emmanuel Bansa is also here. Shark Blade, I've seen your comment. Bless Asari, my name, thank you. Darby, thank you so much, I've seen you. Prince Boatin, you're also on this channel, thank you, Prince. Andrews, you are here. Original Nat 1 is here. Armstrong Senyo, thank you so much. Then I have Lawrence Agans, okay, Agan. Lawrence, thank you so much. Ivan Sodro is also on this channel. Sam Tuga is here. Betty Johnson, Scantiwa, Elijah Nana Sante, Fred, Baritone, One, and all the other fantastic guys. I'll bring you guys more in the subsequent updates. Don't forget to always like the video for me, subscribe, put on the bell for more updates on this channel. This was Kenny TV, and of course, we shall meet later.